So, hey guys, Chauzu here. Time for my nav level 146 playthrough against Treasure Map Shanks. And this is basically my 120th run. So we have a special map going on here. So that means that outside of special maps, outside of normal navs, I've gained 26 additional nav levels from the cards. So I think that's pretty decent. I've had some luck, but I've also not really targeted cards for all the nav levels. So I could have probably got a bit higher as well if I wanted. But when it comes to cards and such, I thought I'd do a separate video for that. So for this video, let's just focus more on my performance this treasure map, how I adapted, stuff like that. I not really made a plan for what to talk to. I guess we'll find out during this playthrough. I've been pretty happy with my teams. Could have been changes I made, but since I had no intention of going that hard, I just kind of settled for them. I was happy enough. I started skipping a lot of ambush by the end because I got a bit bored with that. So I wanted to focus more on just testing, trying to farm cards, see what you can expect, just gain some experience for the future. And in the end, if you want to rank highly in the future, we're back to like the normal strat of the past, where skipping ambush for quite a bit is actually optimal. It's just hard to calculate, like now with the new treasure map, like how much should you skip when it comes to ambush. It's pretty hard to say, since we're able to reach higher nav levels than before due to nav skip and such. Like with the way the new system seems to work, it's probably possible to hit 1000 nav levels even, if you get the right luck and the treasure map isn't too unforgiving, which is pretty crazy. But of course, when you get up to there, every battle starts to get harder as you need to do more damage and everything. I did make some late changes to this team, like putting bins on. I think it's pretty hilarious that the last two treasure maps, first I used Dr. Indigo against one of the main bosses, and now bins. So yeah, not what you'd expect, but a bit of the charm with not pulling. So yeah, on a personal note, it is pretty good to not have any boosters for quite a few treasure maps. I will have one more with that as well. So yeah, well, I knew myself that I'd have no problem with treasure map without pulling, but most people aren't as knowledgeable about treasure map and such. They maybe think that I'd struggle and be carried by pulling, but that's not really the case. In general, I'm thinking a bit about pulling less in the future. I just need to make my mind up about it. Like, I basically have a plan now for the coming months. But I should have used a card there, but I got a bit distracted. Ooh. Sure, why not? I do want to keep that. We remove this card. Not like it is needed here, since I'm not planning to play anymore anyway. But hey, it looks like I get a higher nav level. I will hit like level 150 with this. That's a pretty good number, but it's actually just 120. These low numbers are pretty good to have here, but yeah, failed, sadly. Should probably throw the final away. I just instinctively kept the 5, since I'm used to the normal bonus map. Like, bonus map and special map are not the same, and I played this special map really poorly, but I always have a hard time focusing on the actual game when I'm talking at the same time. Like, I should have used the 5 roll there to try and get the rainbow chest too, but it is what it is. It's the last nav level anyway, so not a super big deal. But yeah, as said, I'm going to collect my thoughts after this treasure map and make a video like detailing my opinions on the changes. It's pretty interesting with the shakeup, but in general I'm not the most happy on a whole, even if some things are undeniably an improvement, like obviously the speed you move, like treasure map is smoother than ever to play, and that's real nice of course. Remade this team to fit the 5-star chibi. I actually had to invest quite a bit in them to make them work, so arguably not worth it, but I did it anyway. And yeah, very easy to kill on the map. If you don't know it, when you face opponents on the map, they are always level 1. But yeah, during this run I hit over 100 million, so I hope that's enough for top 500. I'm recording this with like a day before treasure map ends, so I still need to keep a lookout, so to say. But yeah, I hope I don't have to play more. I'm pretty satisfied. Like as long as I get my top 500, I get my gold keys. That's all I want. I want my gold keys. And then doing a lot of runs is nice for limit break materials as well, but I'm pretty good on them, so I actually don't really need to play that much treasure map, but I do it anyway for the keys. Another thing that's been nice personally is the fact that I've now started to not work on Fridays. Instead, I could spend the entire Friday playing treasure map, and then on Saturday I didn't really have to think about treasure map much. Like, I'm recording this team, this video, but other than that I didn't really play much at all. So that's a pretty nice feeling. Not that common for me during treasure maps. Usually the weekends is when I really have to play. My Kiko ISO kills there, but it's only because I have the really whale Kiko ISO. Level 150 Limbrick expansion. The annoying thing is that they only kill if you get the ambush boost. Otherwise they don't kill, so I really dislike RNG like that. For this team it doesn't matter since we have Kusan to wave clear anyway. But yeah, important to remember for me in the future at least. So I can actually keep using them, but sometimes it will involve some extra effort. And yeah, the Cairo team has worked really well, so I was so happy with that. A bit hard to say how long it will last, since you rarely use a 4x attack captain with Sengoku buffs. Like, that's a very rare combo to use, so I knew it will last the first 100 levels at least, but now when I'm getting to 150, like, are we about to hit the limit? But I think this will last pretty close to 200 at least. That's pretty dope. Yamata's proven to not be the best wave clearer. Very slow special to say the least. Tesoro though is going to see use basically every treasure map. Tesoro is like Kiko ISO but better, and can be used against everything basically since he's so low CD with Limbrick expansion. So going to be very interesting. So even with the bulky turtles we have some good options for at least a few teams. Like, we have Tesoro, of course, can't handle one of them. Treasure Map Zoro can handle one. The free-to-play Brook can handle one. So that's at least 3 teams kind of covered. So it's just the last one you need some solution. And if you run Kusan like I do, then he can also handle one of them on paper. So there are still options, even if some options have disappeared with these annoyingly bulky turtles. My stance is that I don't mind making them bulkier, but making them bulkier stage 1 and 2 is probably overkill. I'd prefer just stage 1, really. And yeah, this Gear 5 team has gone better than expected. I've honestly not even started using 2 specials yet, so the damage is pretty tight, but that's usually how I play in Treasure Map. Like, I use what I have to use, and when I have to use more, I start adding more. It's always a bit weird though when it's not the same every nav level, like it depends if you have ambush or not. So it's a shame that ambush is RNG for sure, even if as I said, if you go for high rank you probably want to skip ambush anyway. And I did end up skipping ambush quite a bit myself, just to speed up runs, get to more bonus map and special maps. A lot of supports, but I don't mind using supports, they are chill. You don't have to do anything, like a bit slower, but for me that's a fair compromise. Yeah, still kill with that, don't even have to use the Gear 5 special to get the attack boost. Sadly, Big Mom has stopped killing at higher levels, but it's just a good tap, so I couldn't bother to remake the team just for that. Increased damage taken will be nice to ensure the kill, but yeah, sadly not possible to fit it, or maybe I could have, but I didn't feel like doing that effort to fit it midway through the treasure map. This team is getting a bit sus though, whatever you should call it. Probably doesn't last that much longer. Not buffing the liberal hint was actually a mistake on my part. It would have been really nice here. I ended up using the Sunny now, which also lets you resist bind, but the problem is that you also have easier perfect, so it's just not as reliable as liberal hint. But yeah, I'll get liberal hint maxed sometime. Okay, that's good. But let's try and do it optimally now. Like the way to get optimal damage with this team. So I set up the super swap with Sanji and Judge. Fine support, remove the damage reduction. We have an attack and war boost here thanks to the level limit break of Sanji Judge. So we keep this for final stage. I use the Chibis ones, just so I have their second special ready for final stage. Film gold here, set up a death down, hopefully final stage. Also to sort of a chain lock for more damage this stage. And now I just need to try and hit 4 greats. I've been pretty good at it in testing, but with easier perfects, it's always possible to make mistakes. But yeah, we got it there. So yeah, with this we have really good damage. But yeah, with without liberal him, like it's a bit unreliable. And if you don't have the death down final stage, the damage is a lot worse, But with the death down, it's actually really good, like it lasts a long time. And yeah, I don't really need the Kobe here, but let's just do the optimal damage. Doesn't really need it. The order doesn't really matter in the beginning, just that you hit with these 3 last. And yeah, very easy kill. But yeah, that's my final playthrough of Treasure Map Shanks, unless I'm forced to play more for securing top 500. I really don't hope I have to do that, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll wake up tomorrow and see what my status is. Pretty good ranking wise though, close to top 200. And yeah, I got exactly level 150s, that's 120 treasure map runs, but I get now level 150s. That's pretty decent, I'd say. You can say that I got 1/5 of my nav levels from cards, so that's a pretty decent thing going up. Like imagine doing 500 runs, that means 100 of them wouldn't be by you. Or if you get to nav 500, that is. So nav 500 with this ratio means you've done 400 yourself and 100 from the game. So yeah, that does speed it up quite a bit. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.